Alright, kiddos, we're back for lesson 2 of the 4th chapter of your book here. We're going to be looking at estimating addition and subtraction problems. Estimating comes in handy a lot in real life. Of course, in math class, a lot of times we want you to solve and find the real answer, but I will tell you that as a normal adult human, I usually use estimating more often than I use actual math. So it is an important skill. It can also be used to check your work. Sometimes when you solve a problem and you think you've got the right answer, you look again and you realize, oh, maybe that doesn't make sense because when I estimated, my answer was closer to this and now I've got something completely different. So it can also help you to check your work. We're going to look at a couple problems and estimate them with rounding, which is probably the easiest way. If you can remember how to round, estimating with rounding is probably the easiest way to do that. So you've got a couple examples on your page. Let's work on them together. The first one says, a t-shirt you want to buy costs $12.85. The shorts that match the t-shirt cost $14.05. You got $25 for your birthday. Do you have enough to buy the total outfit? So you'd have to, if we're using estimating, we'd look at those numbers. We have $12.85. Is that closer to $12 or is it closer to $13? Okay, you should be able to figure out that that's closer to $13. So you're going to say that t-shirt really costs about $13. And especially when you add tax into that, we haven't talked about tax yet, but I'm sure you've heard that before. With tax, it's going to cost a little more, so that's probably even closer to the correct cost. Now the shorts cost $14.05. So you think in your head, is that closer to $14 or is that closer to $15? Well, it's barely over $14, so it's really close to 14. Okay, so then we need to put those together because we need to know if we have enough. We have $25. We need to know if this total is going to be more or less than $25. So we need to put these together, which means we're adding. Okay, 13 plus 14, 3 plus 4 is 7, 1 plus 1 is 2. So I would need about $27 to buy that outfit. But I only got 25 for my birthday, so do I have enough? No. So really, all this work solves your problem, and it should be part of your answer, but your real answer is no. No, we don't have enough to buy the outfit. Okay? Let's look at our second example. Let's look at our second example now. It says the Empire State Building in New York City is 1,454 feet tall. It is said that you can get a great view of New York City from another building called 30 Rockefeller Center, but it's only 850 feet tall. How much taller is the Empire State Building? Now remember, we're using rounding to estimate. So we need to first round 1,454 and 850. So first we need to round those two numbers. You have to decide which place value it makes more sense to round to. So I noticed that this number only has 1, 2, 3 place values, and this one has 4. So there's no way we can round to the thousands place because this number doesn't even have a thousands place. Okay, so I'm going to round to the hundreds place. When I round to the hundreds place, I've got my 8. I look next door, that bossy neighbor, that 5, says to round up. So my 8 will become 9. The rest turn to 0. There's nothing on this side, so I'm just going to leave that be. Over here, if we're rounding to the hundreds place, there's 4. You look at the neighbor. That bossy old neighbor says to round up again. It's a 5. So I'm going to change my 4 to a 5. These two change to 0. Okay, this one, because it's on the other side, we're going to change it, or leave it the same. Remember, everything on the left stays the same. So now we are comparing two very, very much simpler numbers. Up here we had all these 4 digits that were all different. We had these over here. Makes it a lot harder. Our question asked how much taller is the Empire State Building than 30 Rockefeller Center. So we have to actually subtract those. So we have 1,500 or 1,500 minus 900. We're trying to find the difference between the two, or how much bigger this one is. So this is a lot easier now. Your zeros, 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, still 0. Now, we would normally have to regroup that because we have a 5 up here. It's 5 minus 9. If you only have 5, you can't take 9 away. But there's nothing over here in the thousands place. So we're going to look at 15 minus 9, which is a little simpler. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that'll be a difference of 6. So the Empire State Building is about 600 feet taller than 30 Rockefeller Center. So this should be feet. And remember, this is about. This is not a specific measurement, it's an estimation. Okay, so we used rounding. We saw about what the difference is between the two buildings. All right, there's one more on your paper down there. If you would take a minute, try to complete it by yourself. I will check it when I see you next time.